Hey Vic. Hi Joseph. How are you guys doing?
Marvelous. How are you?
Great. Where are you calling from, by the way?
I am just outside Tampa, Florida. How about you?
Oh, cool. I'm in Warsaw, Poland right now.
Poland.
Yeah,
Oh, so you're late into the night.
not yet. It's like 5 p.m. Getting
Oh,
there.
okay. All right.
Yeah. It's
For
still
some reason, for
CET.
some reason I thought you'd be where did I see I thought are you out near the Philippines mostly or no?
I'm Filipino and
Yeah, okay.
I grew up there, but now I live in Poland. And
Oh,
my team and my team is still in the Philippines though.
awesome.
Yeah. Hey Joseph. Uh,
Hi everyone. How are you all?
hey, how are you doing?
Not too bad. All good actually. Yeah, can't complain.
Nice. All right. So, do you guys have any questions for me? Like any Shopify SEO related questions?
I have one
Okay.
about internal linking. I watched your video of blogs,
Mhm.
but it's just an example and see what you do in this situation. Uh,
Sure.
so so say as you know, my store I sell like board games and stuff. So for example,
Mhm.
if I had Monopoly. I have like say four different pages. So I have the product page of Monopoly. Then
Mhm.
I have a blog of review Monopoly, so a blog writing a review of the Monopoly game. Then I
Mhm.
have, say, for example, a best family board games, and in best family board games, Monopoly's in there,
Mhm.
and then another one like best party games, and again,
Yeah.
I've written Monopoly in there. Would
Mhm.
For the internal linking on the free would the free blogs in link to the product page, or would you, for example, do link the best party games and the best family games when you talk about Monopoly, link it to review of Monopoly, that
I
article?
would mhm.
Yeah,
I
go on.
would point it to the page that you actually want to rank. And in this case, it would be
Okay,
the product page,
you'd
right?
want to do the product. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So all three
Mhm.
articles just link directly
Yeah.
to yeah. You wouldn't yeah, so there's no need to then link it to to one of the articles. Just
You
one link
mhm. You
would do.
you could if it makes sense. Yeah. But again, like the main thing with internal linking, the main focus is to internally link to the the pages you want to
That you
rank,
want to rank.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
But if it makes sense to internally link the blog posts as well, as long as it makes logical sense, then you should do it too. Yeah.
Okay.
Just be careful with the anchors, right? Like for example, you have a Monopoly blog post and a
Hmm.
Monopoly product page.
Yeah.
Make the anchors very clear so that the search engine doesn't have to guess
What? Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly what one is versus the other, right?
Uh-huh.
Like they're both Monopoly, but the blog post is like a Monopoly review, right?
Yeah. 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 So the anchor would
Yeah.
be like review of Monopoly, or some
Yeah,
of that.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So the search engine doesn't have to use resources to guess what it's actually about. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That was my only question. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What about you, Vic? Do you have a question for me?
Yeah, I do. So I've also been going through some of your video content and I've been working
Hmm.
kind of top down through like the technical SEO aspects and I've reached
Hmm.
the point where I'm working on my collection pages, right?
Nice.
So there's like three things that I'm implementing there. The first was the split description. So you get a
Hmm.
small chunk at the top, quite a bit
Yeah.
more at the bottom. The second part was the accordion style FAQ.
Hmm.
Right. And then the third was to implement that, we created some of those metadata objects and then
Hmm.
associated that with each collection so that we could just kind of
Sure.
go in there
Yeah.
and manage them by the per collection.
Yeah, you can
So
do that.
all those things work. The funny thing is, and maybe we'll get it worked out, but getting it to line up underneath, the collection on a Shopify page. So I'm sure you're familiar with, you've got the collection and I've got mine set up. It's like three or four items
Hmm.
across and they go down.
Hmm. Yeah.
On the left-hand side is like a fixed menu of other collections. It doesn't really move when you scroll.
Okay.
right? And so at the bottom part of the
Mm.
split where that content is sometimes wants to roll up underneath that fixed menu. It's just
Yeah,
driving
yeah.
me absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
I haven't been able
Yeah.
to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, like I experience that all the time as well because like I'm not a dev either, so I'm always on ChatGPT and trying to figure things out as well, and that stuff like that always happens, and it's usually like because like the code, like that piece of code isn't within like a certain class or
Yeah,
section, yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's pretty much it usually, right? And I personally don't understand the code too much, but ChatGPT does. And I always ask ChatGPT, like, given this, I need to do this. Give me the new piece of code so I can just copy paste it. And then I just copy paste it actually. And then
All right,
I keep
I'll give that a
troubleshooting.
try.
Yeah.
So even the liquid code, just put it all in and just
Yeah,
explain
just
what
put it
you do.
all in.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. And
All
then
right.
I don't even ask like which do I add, which section do I add? I always ask ChatGPT, like, give me the whole code so I can just copy paste it. Like, so I can just overwrite whatever's existing. And it usually
Okay.
works. Yeah.
I'll give that a try. So it turned out it looks, I've got it to a point where it kind of looks halfway decent in the
Mhm.
desktop, but does not look good in the mobile.
Mobile. Yeah.
It's like got super skinny. So it,
Mm,
from a user experience, it's pretty poor.
yeah.
So I need to fix it.
Yeah. The last thing is always like just asking a dev, maybe on Fiverr, to
Sure.
do what you need to do. It's
Yeah.
not that expensive, but yeah, ChatGPT, and then like yeah, get an actual dev if you really need to.
Yeah. I will see. I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna try.
Yeah, right. It's like a puzzle sometimes, and it's like, oh, I really want to solve this puzzle. I don't want to ask for help.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I had it write the entire accordion piece.
Yeah.
And so that worked out well.
Nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
ChatGPT is really good.
Yeah, no, I love the tips. I love the guidance that in the playbook. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to work through top down.
Cool. Yeah, and moving forward, like I think people really like the examples. And moving forward, I think I'm going to do more examples of sites that we're working on. So people can see like okay, like can see like concrete examples of how it's being implemented on actual websites, right? And
Hmm.
try to do it before we actually did all the work. So it's like a why it's like a live case study. Like while we're actually working on a site, you can see the progression and the rankings improve and things like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'll do more of that, but
Very
within the
good.
community because yeah, before I did these case studies, these live case studies, like on a blog, and yeah, sometimes some people, some people that want to do some nasty stuff end up reading finding the case study and start just taking your backlinks and things like that. So yeah, just try to keep it within the community.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
like it.
Do you guys have any other questions for me?
I don't think I do have one more.
Okay, cool.
How does the sitemap.xml file get updated on Shopify as you add
Yeah.
pages?
Yeah, that's tricky because it's automatic and sometimes it doesn't update immediately. Even when you remove pages from the sitemap, sometimes it doesn't update immediately. So there's nothing you can do about it. I've
Okay.
tried.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right. So then the fallback would be to just check the Google Search Console for your latest content to make sure they have it.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
then just
exactly.
request. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Perfect. Yeah, I ran into that this week. I'd done a whole bunch of new content, and to my surprise, some of it didn't show up.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I was surprised too, coming from like a WordPress background. Like I always used to use WordPress,
Yeah.
where you have like full control over your sitemap. And then next thing I know, I'm on Shopify and like you cannot control it. Like you cannot, you don't have full control over your sitemap. It's like automatically generated, automatically updated, depending on I don't know what. But yeah, that's just the deal with Shopify.
Okay. All right. Well, good. I'm not going crazy.
All right. Any more questions?
None that I could think of. I just wanted to pop in and kind of cover that
Cool.
one because I'm still working through some of your material as
Nice. Yeah.
quickly as I can.
We should be releasing the overview of link building, the link building overview, next week, Monday. It's going to be an overview, and then the week after we're going to go specifically to foundational link building, and then the week after that, guest posts and link insertions, because at least 70% of the links we build, 70 to 80% of the links we build are guest posts and link insertions, so you can get by mostly doing that. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's timely because I've been kind of cataloging all the, you kind of have to put content everywhere.
Yeah.
But a lot of it rel no follows your link.
Yeah, exactly.
But LinkedIn doesn't. LinkedIn
Yeah.
posts and articles, they're clean,
Mhm.
and card
Yeah.
sites are clean. And what's the other one? Stack, can't remember Stack something. Their long
Yeah.
form posts are also clean.
Yeah,
Everybody
and
else, yeah, go ahead.
these rel no follows, as long as they're on like really trustworthy high DR sites, they actually pass some sort of signal, because they've been A/B tested, and they do move the needle, even if just a little bit. So yeah,
Okay.
if they're on like high authority trustworthy sites, it's still worth having these
Yeah.
no follow links, because they
Yeah,
still pass trust.
I researched like the top 25 social sites.
Yeah,
And
nice.
so
Yeah.
Substack, that was the other one.
Substack. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not the short form content, they're long form.
nice. In our foundational link building training, we're going to have a list of sites where you can actually get links like the ones you do on Substack. I don't know how many is going to be in the list. I think it's between 30 and 60, because I'm
Really?
not the one coming up with the training. Yeah, so there's
Are
going to
they
be,
do follow or a mix or?
they're mixed. They're mixed of do follow and no follow. Because again, like the no follow has shown to pass trust signal, so it's still important to have them.
Worth doing, yeah.
Yeah. And this list is specifically for e-commerce, because like there are some that didn't work for e-commerce. So like yeah, we filtered out the ones that are specifically for e-com sites.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be out in 2 weeks, because the one on Monday will be just like an overview of link building in general, for those who don't know like why link building is so important and how it works and things like that. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Very good.
Okay. Any more questions?
I don't think I have any more for you today.
Okay.
I don't either. I just had that one today.
Okay. All right. So I guess that's it for now. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see you
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah. See ya. Have a
I'll
good
bring
day, guys.
I'll log my questions for the week and bring them.
Yeah. Sounds
right.
good.
All right. Thanks, Migo.
guys.
See you all.
Appreciate your time. Have a good one, guys.
You too.
Bye.
Cheers.